Hi everyone, welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Chris Williams and I am a storyteller and an educator, and I was asked by my good friends at Create More Fear Less to do a video series, and I'm doing my video series on storytelling. So before we get to that, I have a what I think is a very fun activity planned today. But before we get to that, we're gonna do an exercise, an activity before that. This is an activity to help us get in touch with how we're feeling, to kind of center us, to just reflect on our day so far, to get in the mindset to do a little bit of work, but it's gonna be fun work. So for this activity or exercise, all you need is something to write on and something to write with. I have a pen and paper. That's what I've been using. You can use pebbles, you can use pieces of wood, pieces of cloth, whatever you want to write on. You can write a word, you can write a sentence, or you can draw a picture. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna think about some things that we might be worried about, that we might have a little anxiety about, and we're gonna write those down. I, as always, am gonna share my anxieties or my worries out loud. And then I'm gonna put them in a jar, in my worry jar, or I'm gonna hold on to them. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. You do not have to share yours out loud at all. They're your worries or your anxieties. You can choose to let them go, or you can choose to hold on to them for a while also. It's totally up to you. So, take a breath. Think about where you're at right now. For me, I'm closing my eyes right now. Ooh, what kind of day have I had so far? Yeah. I am a little bit worried about making mistakes today. I have been. Like I said, I'm an educator. That's my job. And for some reason today, I've had a lot of meetings and I've been making just a lot of mistakes. And they're kind of funny mistakes, but even when they're funny and people laugh, I think sometimes we judge ourselves a little hard. And I've been judging myself pretty hard today. So I've been worried about making mistakes. So I'm gonna write down mistakes. And I'm gonna fold that up, and I'm definitely dumping this one in the worry jar. And I also said something else. I've been kind of judgmental. I've been judging myself pretty hard today. And I don't need to do that. I think that comes from me worrying about other people judging me because I've been making mistakes. Sometimes we worry a little too much about what other people think of us. And I would like to say that I've grown out of that, but even the best of us, sometimes you just wanna be cool. You just want everyone to like you. And that's kind of been my day today. I'm gonna fold that up. And I don't think I'm ready to get rid of this one yet. So I'm gonna stick it in my pocket. And hopefully I'm not gonna let it affect me, but I'm not ready to get rid of it yet. So I'm gonna hold it there. So the last thing we're gonna do with this is we're gonna take a mood temperature. What's our mood? What's your mood right now? So take a couple seconds, think about it. Because as we know, our mood affects pretty much everything we do. It can even sometimes affect the people around us, right? So my mood is pretty in the middle. It's pretty in the middle. It's not great, it's not good. I'm just kind of, But I'm gonna pump that up because this exercise that I have for us today, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. So I think when we do this again at the end of this video, my guess is that my mood will be pretty positive, a lot more positive than it currently is. Okay, because I'm just stuck in the middle. I'm Chris in the middle right now. So, what are we doing today? What are we doing today that's going to involve or help us to tell our story? Well, we're doing what I like to call fun with articulation, right? Fun with pronunciation. These are just some exercises, some mouth exercises, some tongue exercises to get our mouth moving, to warm up our mouths. When you tell a story, when you talk in front of people, hopefully you have a little bit of time where you can warm yourself up so you're not just standing up there and talking cold. You're just kind of stretching out that instrument. The instrument in this case is your mouth. And I like to have fun whenever possible. So we're gonna do some lip warm-ups and some tongue twisters. And if we have time at the end, I'm gonna take us through an activity that I've done with 6th graders all the way up to seniors, and they usually love it. It's super fun. So let's start with some lip warm-ups. So you're just gonna repeat after me, right? Again, this is one of those activities where you don't need anything. You don't need anything. And you don't really need anything to tell a story anyways. That's what's so great about telling stories. It's low maintenance. So we're gonna start with lip warm-ups. And I'm gonna read these. I'm gonna read them slow at first, and then we're gonna try to go faster and faster. I'm probably gonna make a mistake, and that's totally fine. So the first one is, repeat after me: bubble, babble, pebble, 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 babble, pebble, pebble. See, I already made a mistake, but it's fun. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Rub a dub dub. That one feels kind of easy. Rub a dub dub. 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 Okay. A big brown bear. A big brown bear. Ooh, that one feels good. Feel that one. A big brown bear. That feels good on the lips. I like that. A big brown bear. A big brown bear. A big brown bear. Hip hop tip top popcorn. Ooh. Hip hop tip top popcorn. 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 Ooh. Okay. We'll do one more for a lip warm up. And oh, this is interesting. Lonely man in the moon. 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 So, I'm going to stop real quick. And I'm going to take this one. This one was judgment. Remember our worries that we did? And I felt myself starting to judge how I was doing these exercises. And I realized I'm having too much fun. I don't need this. Boom, you're out of here. I'm done with you. Lonely man in the moon. Lonely man in the moon. Lonely man in the moon. All right. So practice those as much as you want, and you can even come up with your own, really. So we're going to move on to tongue twisters. I love tongue twisters. I love tongue twisters. It's so fun. So tongue twisters are also a great way to work on your articulation, right? So a bitter, this is the first one, obviously. A bitter British blizzard. A bitter British blizzard. A bitter British try it again. A bitter British blizzard. A bitter British blizzard. A bitter British blizzard. A British this one's hard. A bitter British blizzard. I hope you're doing better than I am. Wow. One more time. A bitter British blizzard. Woo. Ooh, okay. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. Oh my God, that one's hard. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. Tongue twisters also make you think, right? But who cares? They're meant for you to make mistakes, right? Mistakes, again, in quotations. So just have fun with it. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. 6 gray geese grazing on green grass. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to end with one that just really, really pops. Okay, I'm going to try to pick Okay, here's an oldie but a goodie, and one that I always struggle with. Peter picked pickled peppers. Peter picked pickled peppers. Peter picked pickled peppers. Let's go fast now. Peter picked pickled peppers. 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 All right. All right. Remember also, you can always make up your own tongue twisters, right? And that's gonna move us into this exercise. So I'm an educator, I'm a storyteller, but one of the things I also love doing is improvisation. And this is an improvisation warm-up that we do. For those of you who don't know what improvisation is just kind of making stuff up in the moment, right? You're telling a story. It's not a real story, but you're just kind of telling a story. You're making it up as you go. It's a lot more complicated than that. I'm making it sound kind of easy, but it's super fun, and I've been doing it for years and years now. And one of the warm-ups that we like to do to kind of get our mouths ready is this. It's another kind of fun with articulation warm-up. Let me make sure I get it right. Okay, so it's only 2 words. We're only ever saying 2 words. One word is peanut butter. Peanut butter. Say it with me. Peanut butter. And the other word is watermelon. Say it again. Watermelon, right? And it goes like this. This is the full rhythm of it. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon. So that's the full range, and then you start over. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon. So try it with me now. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon. Peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon. My dog is looking at me right now like I've got some issues, and that's fine. That's fine, Gus. You're okay. Okay, so we're going to say it again. We're going to try to go faster and faster and faster, okay? Ready? Peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon. The more people you have, the more fun you will have with that exercise, that last one. You can just have a bunch of people in a circle, or in this case, online, and everyone just takes the word and you just remember that pattern. The pattern again, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, peanut butter, watermelon, watermelon. And you just repeat that and repeat it again. Whoa. All right. I tell you what, my mouth, my tongue, and my lips are definitely warmed up. I'm ready to go. We are getting closer to just telling a story. Before we go, and thanks again for joining me, I really appreciate it. But before we go, as always, we're gonna take a mood temperature. So take some time, think about it. I'm feeling in pretty good spirits. I would say I'm feeling happy. It was like getting rid of that judgment and dumping that into my worry jar. I could actually feel that release. I really did. I felt tension leave my body putting that there. Sometimes just doing silly stuff like this, it helps, right? Who cares? Who cares? Just have fun. Be corny. Be yourself. All right? Thanks for joining me. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.